So without further ado, let's go ahead and try it one more time and see if we get any further this time. Let's start off with the dried lake. Same old, different positions. So hopefully, as you can see, what really happened there, as you can imagine, from this run that we just did right now, from last episode's run that went at least to the second stage and the second boss, is that on the last run, the last episode I should say, we actually got quite a few decent items. And even though if you notice from last episode to this episode, last episode we were up to at one point difficulty medium really early on. I think we were still on the very first stage on medium. And later on we were at hard. And on the last run that we just did, we barely got to medium, and we were already struggling really bad. So as you can imagine, what happened there was that I had a lot better skills and passive abilities last time around. So as you can imagine, grinding could help you out a bit, but not too much, because as killers, you kind of have to realize that, you know, you're on a time thing over here. And fuck the mortar this time. That didn't do much for me. This is an item that I could use, and then what is this? Let's get this. Gasoline. Killing enemies sets the ground on fire. That sounds pretty good for me, actually. So, last time, the first episode, we actually had a lot of good passive abilities. While considering our last run, we actually had next to nothing. So again, you kind of do have to measure out, is it really worth hanging out in the stage a bit longer to get more abilities and whatnot? And as you can see, for my case, it would have been a lot better. Right now, I already found a teleporter. I could activate that if I want to, but obviously, considering how my last run just went, let's actually hang out here a bit and get some cheddar. Oh, that dude dropped. Don't drop down, man. You kind of make it hard. Okay. I actually looked at the monster log, and that's supposed to be a sand crab, and it makes sense. When I look at it, when I actually read it, I was kind of like, oh, exactly, a sand crab? That would be a sand crab, not a fucking raccoon. It has nothing to do like a raccoon. I mean, I'm not the only one, though, right? I mean, I know I'm an imbecile at times, and for some reason I thought that was a raccoon, but it kind of has little raccoon features, right? It looks like his front face is kind of like really like puffy. It's got like little round dots, kind of like a cute little raccoon. I don't know. That's what I saw, at least, anyway. All right, so hopefully give me some money. Give me big money. I feel like I'm like over here rolling on The Price is Right or something. And by rolling in The Price is Right, I don't necessarily mean like, you know, dropping ecstasy and then going into The Price is Right and whatnot, and, you know, hugging. I was gonna say the old host's name, but he doesn't exist anymore, apparently. It's now Drew Carey or nothing, apparently. Alrighty, let me dodge these set of characters here and push you all back, and... Alright, guys, you need to stun a bit. Need to Stone Cold stun you a bit here, and push these guys away. Alright, Sand Crab, you need to not be so crabby all the time. That was pretty good. Alright, either way, get rid of this dude. Alright, Angry Fireball, you're really no big deal when I get you like that. Alright, so we're still at roughly under 3 minutes. I could activate this, but I'm not going to do so yet, although I'm inclined to start thinking about it really soon. Let me buy this, and I'm going to get the crowbar now. Deals bonus damage to healthy monsters. Okay, well, I guess the more health they have, the more damage it'll do initially, and then it'll start subsiding a bit. I suppose that's how that works. That's what it seems like to me. And there we go with these guys. Luckily for me, those were stuck on that side. You know what? Occasionally as well, you might want to start looking at being able to situate yourself in a position like this, where you take no damage and you kind of just cheese an enemy and whatnot. You know what? It's perfectly fair, believe me. That's what the game entails you to believe. You know, you gotta use your surroundings as much as possible because, you know, it's just one of you and like a million non-stop spawning monsters altogether. So I'm gonna leave really far away from the teleporter, which I'm not too fond of the idea, but I do, however, want to get more items before we actually take on the boss and think about even being relatively successful in the second stage altogether. Alright, so over here's a few items for us to purchase. What do we have on this chest? We're gonna have an orb, fire shield, retaliate on taking heavy damage. Alright. And a key. Is that a key? Alright, and one of them was the Monster Toot, I believe, which I liked last time. Let me get the Monster Toot again, because I believe that gave me health based on kills. Heals after kills, yeah. So that actually kept me alive a bit last time, so definitely let's go with that one. Alrighty, kind of mistimed that jump a bit there. But again, believe me, I don't use it as often, but jumping is a really good way to avoid damage altogether. Don't just rely on the roll, because remember, the roll has an actual cooldown timer attached to it. I think this is going to be a healing drone, right? So let me just invest some money here. Head Stompers. Hurt enemies by falling. Okay. Nothing there, and 50... No. I kind of want to get the healing drone and that chest up there, so I'm not going to invest in that guy anymore. Instead, I'm going to go up here and get this chest. I should probably take care of those guys that just spawned, because I'm going to have to come back and do it either way. Okay, one of that Guardian Shield that did nothing for me last time, or at least gave me the idea that it did, but then I'm not entirely sure if it worked or not, who knows. It gave me a shield as I ran away from combat, but I needed the shield when I was in combat, especially against that, giant monstrosity that was chasing me around. Now I'm gonna get a different colored sand crab. So, again, you start noticing the difficulty in enemies by their color as well, believe me. It essentially kind of works like Diablo or, any sort of, like, I guess, dungeon looter type of game that has, like, enemies, repetitive enemies, essentially, but, changed by color, and, but depending on their color, that they're, up to source some of the fucking business, right? It's not gonna be like a regular boss or a regular fight. It's gonna be like, oh, this guy's like, purple instead of the regular brown. Oh shit, I'm in it for now, It's kind of essentially, I guess in layman's terms, like a champion version of a monster and whatnot. Let me get this as well, and I got Mom's Knife. No, Rusty Blade. Chance to bleed on hit. That's good, I guess. So, let's go ahead and activate the teleporter now, because I feel that our difficulty's spiked up too easy, and I don't want to dick around here a little bit too much. Oh, okay, I think I saw what that head stomper just did. When you fall, you do cause some damage, or you cause like a little bit of a quake effect. Let me try this out really quickly. Oh, okay. I guess that's helpful. Not really, particularly. I don't really see myself doing that too often, but okay. I guess it might have a specific use here and there. Kind of like a situational item. So let's go ahead and activate the teleporter for sure. I do have a healing drone on me, so that's going to keep me a little bit healthy for the mean point. Okay, and there's another dude up here stuck, luckily for me. So, let me go ahead and get rid of you guys before I even deal with activating this teleporter. Dodge over here. Okay. Alright, everybody and their fucking mothers over here coming to attack me. Guys, I'm not really inviting all of you over here, believe me. I'm just trying to deal with these red guys, who are quite angry just based on their color, apparently. So let's activate this before a lot more people show up and try to disrupt my party here. So what are we dealing with this time is a real question. And we're dealing with the Magma Worm, which is relatively easy. The Magma Worm will show you where it's going to spawn, and then on the way down, it's going to try to lunge wherever you're standing. So as long as you have an understanding where it's going to spawn from, there, for instance... Okay. So, as you can see, the arrow that pops up is telling you where it's going to spawn. When it comes down, it's going to try to pinpoint where you're at, but again, really easy to avoid with the dodge effect, especially. He's really an easy boss. Before I fought the Colossus, I thought that he was actually easier than the Colossus, but after I fought the Colossus, I was kind of like, yeah, I guess the Magma Worm can at least kind of trick you at times, I suppose, so that's something to keep in mind. However, what's not tricking me is like all these million of enemies over here. Jesus fucking Christ, everybody. Just relax for a second. Let me get on this Magma Worm one-on-one for 1 second here. Alright, and my healing drone just went down. I could use it, but I'm really not going to do that just yet. I don't think I necessarily need it for this situation. He says that, final last words, or famous last words, I should say, not final last words. I mean, I suppose they would be final last words. That's what last words indicate, something final. You know what? I might actually start thinking about activating that drone again. Alrighty. So I should have an easier time now that I've kind of leveled up the flame field a bit here. Or so I thought. As you can see, he takes a lot of damage. When he's coming up from his ground attack is when you should just take pot shots at him and then just kind of roll away, and it'll be, pretty easy peasy altogether. As you can see, this dude's almost pretty much done. There's really no big problem. Him and the Colossus are basically one of the few bosses you kind of want to deal with as soon as possible, or, maybe hope for them later on, really. And that should, well, I think next spill should really do it. There we go. There we go, boom. Dunsky, and I'm gonna get their rusty jetpack, increase jump height and reduce gravity. Alrighty. I don't necessarily need to activate the drone, so let me instead just deal with these last enemies and get the hell out of here as soon as possible before our difficulty spikes once again. I think most of them are actually gonna be down here, which is good for us. We don't have to travel too far. Now, the thing is here, don't fucking die now. That would be quite tragic. Beat the first boss and then die. Alrighty, that should just about do it. Red dude, why are you so angry all the time? There we go. So, let's go ahead and get on out of here and go on to the second stage and see what that has in store for us. I really wish that the rusty jetpack would let you kind of just fly about. Kind of like the jetpack in Spelunky. Just give me like a limited flight time, and I guess it would kind of make it a little bit too... It would make the game a little bit too easy for you, I suppose. Does this guy carry over? You know what, let me just invest in him and see if he carries over to the next level. If he does, then that's a really great investment before I... It does! Alright, excellent. So now we're at the Dime Caverns again, which is not exactly too crazy about. There was something up here that said 73 HP. What does this mean? Oh, you could sacrifice HP as well. Okay, sure, why not? I suppose I got the healing drone for that reason. And I'm gonna get the first aid. You can receive a delayed heal after being hit. I guess that works for me. 109? Sure. Mysterious Vial increases health regeneration. Excellent. Alright, well, you know what? I sacrificed some HP to get items that give me some HP by time. So you know what? Definitely worth it because the drone's is gonna heal me either way. So that was pretty good. It required no money as well, which is good because I have no money at the moment. So let's go ahead and get this guy here. Alrighty. Over here we're gonna have Angry Red Green Dude. Basically, think of this guy as like the champion version of the little red skulls that we were dealing with in the first levels for the most part. Oh, as you can see, my health regeneration thing was kind of kicking in right there. That's pretty cool. Now, I'm not entirely sure. For some reason, I want to say that the mushrooms can poison you. I mean, don't quote me on that, but I believe they can, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I played this, so might be off a bit here. Alright, dude, you need to die already. And is it best for me to go down here? I guess. Might as well. I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of ways to regenerate that energy as well, so that's a plus. I'm kind of really tempted to just, you know, initiate the next teleporter the moment I find it. There's also a skill that lets you get more money over time and more by drop and whatnot, and that's something that I really would like to find, because basically each level that you get into, it costs more and more money to activate things and whatnot, which is quite a pain in the ass when you're not, you know, necessarily fighting everything all together. You're trying to just find a teleporter, so you're not really stopping to amass money anymore. It becomes kind of an issue. So if you have the ability that lets you amass money over time, then that would be a good plus, believe me. Alright, here's another one of these altar things, and I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice some more because, you know what, I have that ability. And now I have heal on used foreign fruits, which is good. And what did I get this time? The same thing? Don't tell me I got the same thing. So let me go ahead and initiate my heal on use. There you go. And pass a shrine 4 times in a row. And now I got the knockout gloves as well, which is good. So, okay. I didn't see this enemy there. Don't be hiding there, bro. And what do I want to get here? Let's get this octopus-looking thing, I guess. We already know what the chunk meat does. Is that what I want? Kind of get like a meaty build? No, let's just get this. Whatever this is. Oh, no. I already have that. And I don't like it. Alrighty, well, here we have the remains of a fucking magma worm, it seems like. I guess the magma worms do have bones underneath, after all. Don't have enough for that. I do. Okay, this I like. Falling low health stops time, so it kind of freezes time when you're on low health, which is kind of good. Lets you get away a bit. You know, kind of like, I want to fly away. I want to, you know, do my thing like Lenny Kravitz, I guess. Whatever happened to Lenny Kravitz, by the way? I mean, not that I'm complaining, like, you know, oh, where's Lenny Kravitz? I miss Lenny Kravitz. I really don't like Lenny Kravitz either. I don't really like many people, it seems. For some reason, I have something against Lenny Kravitz and Bono as well. I know guys that kind of don't really deal with and wrestle with anybody altogether. Why I don't like them, I don't know. I'm just a terrible person. Really, it's something against them. It's probably something against me in reality. Now, where in the fuck is this teleporter is the real question. Okay, there's the teleporter. So let's go ahead and activate this. Our medium is still at difficulty. Still at medium, I should say. Not our medium is still at difficulty. That doesn't make much sense altogether. Alrighty, so let me dodge over here. Get rid of this man before I activate that. I really wish I had like a higher damage output. But you know, what can you do? So let's go see what we have to deal with this time. Ancient Wisp. Okay. Well, I complained about not knowing this man's pattern. Okay. What in the world? Okay, well, I guess the Wisp is gonna hang out and jump up and back. No, he's back now. Okay. Okay, he's up here now. For a second, I thought I was gonna cheese him. Okay, Wisp. I'm not entirely sure how to dodge your attack. Okay. That's quite terrifying. There's a few of those enemies down at least. Remember, I do have the use item, so I could use that to heal when I need to. Which I shouldn't forget. I also have the drone kind of doing its thing in the background as well. It's really going to come down to me actually remembering to use my abilities and whatnot. Dodge over here. See if I can get a shotgun blast soon. Alright, guys. I need to heal now, that's for sure. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of shit happening here. I assure you, the only reason I'm surviving right now is not because of good play, it's just me actually having a lot of things to regenerate my health. Again, the wisp itself takes a lot of damage, it seems. He's kind of rather stationary altogether. It's just that weird attack that Okay, that was kind of weird. It's just that attack that he does that I'm not entirely sure. Okay, my drone is down, isn't it? No, it's still there. Alright, drone, you need to kind of like heal me at a faster rate because I feel that it's almost about to come to an end for me. Okay, I need to get away for... Okay, I forgot that he could chase me either way. So, actually, you know what? Go back. You guys stay back over there. Okay. Oh god, I'm so close. I need to trigger that. Okay, time froze. Time froze. Okay, don't let it end this way. Okay, I used my item right on time. He's almost dead. I just need one more attack. One more attack. One more attack. There he goes. Fuck you, bitch. I got you this time, Wisp. Alright, you guys think you can kill me? I just killed this giant wisp that I've never fought before. I believe me, you guys are nothing at this point. Man, I am just amassing the currency over here, aren't I? Alright. No. Not this way. Alright, I got 5 enemies remaining, so I did already survive the 90 seconds. I was so enthralled with the wisp enemy that I forgot that I do have a timer that I should be worrying about. Well, not really worrying about, but you know what I mean. So I got 5 enemies left. This is gonna be one of them. Really, dude? You're one of the guys left? What are you gonna do at this point? Apparently I'm being really brash and cocky now. Alright, there we go. So the rest of the guys are gonna be down there. Let's see. Before I do that, though, I think I saw a... Oh, I thought I did. Okay, never mind. Let's just go over there and kill these. Okay. Oh, no. It would be these goddamn teleporting assholes. Alright, get up here. Get up here. Nope. Nope. Yeah, believe me, I can dodge you pretty well when I want to. I usually can dodge them relatively well when I want to. It's just when I get overswarmed by enemies that I start freaking out a bit. Which is fine, it's understandable. Get over here. Yeah, head stompers. God damn, that's a terrible thing. I'm sorry, that stompers thing is not going to play out for me altogether. Alrighty, I forgot this is kind of like the champion version of this guy. Dude, you need to get off of my grill for a second, man. You're just like all up in it. Jesus. Oh my lord. You were such a pain in the ass. You were one of the most annoying things altogether. I was over here complaining about the jellyfish, but never mind. You are giving the jellyfish a run for their money. Alright, so there we go. We only got 2 enemies left, which are up and back above. Ah, god damn it. This is the portion that I really do hate. This is what can really screw up one of your runs altogether. Like, you know, say you have like a really good speed going on and everything. And next thing you know, you're like, oh shit, I gotta kill the menacing enemies. You can't even know where they're at. You start looking for them, and it's kind of like a pain in the ass to actually get to them. Luckily for us, there's gonna be another drone up here before I fall. Get up here. There we go. So, for the most part, this should be relatively easy. I'm gonna activate that drone, though, just because I got the money to do so. Oh, it's one of the machine gun drones. I love these guys. Alright, this is actually really good for DPS altogether, as you can imagine. Now, this guy, I could kind of just focus on avoiding, and he could just kind of damage enemies for me, so it's a really, really good trade-off, believe me. So, let's get on out of here now. And next level, please. Alright, so we're going to make it up to the 3rd level this time, so that's actually pretty good. Ancient Valley. Let's activate this. What is this? Press X to open. Okay, open container. More experience. Cool. I don't have money for this guy yet, so hopefully in due time I come back to you. Assuming I even make it back up here at some point. Now, these guys are new to me. I don't remember ever dealing with these guys before. Do they have a ranged attack? It looks like they do. They absolutely do. And they also have one of the most annoying sound effects imaginable. But that's fine, alright. I got the monster log for him, so let's go ahead and get this mechanical spider. This is cool. This is honestly really cool for me just because I'm not familiar with these guys altogether, so it makes it a lot more fun when I'm dealing with new things I'm not aware of just yet. What the fuck is this? Oh man, there's so many new things, I fucking love it, alright. Man, these guys have a lot of health, that's for sure. Oh, the green dude has a lot of health. Alright, now the difficulty's jumped up to very hard, by the way. Not because of where I'm at, because I finally hit that point where it's kind of like, yeah, you've been out here for a while now, just grinding, bitch. We're gonna make this a little more difficult on you. Now, is it just me, or were your enemies just healing there for a second? They are healing! What in the world? What is causing that? Is that something to do with that weird bull thing? It would seem like. God damn. Are you guys gonna die at some point? Doesn't seem like you are. Alright, let's get on out of here. Jesus Christ, these guys have abilities like me as well. Okay. 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 Well, I'm not really long for this one, that's for sure. Oh my lord, if I could just kill one of you, I'd feel like I've accomplished something here. Use your health thing. Forget that. Jesus Christ, these guys are difficult as fuck. Okay, it's pretty much just about over with for me. Keep moving, keep moving. Nope, alright. That was fucking amazing right there. That was like a clusterfuck of like a gangbang is what happened right there. Alright, well, at least I got a lot of new records on this. So either way, guys, let's go ahead and wrap up the episode right here. I might have to cut this, so who knows? I'm not entirely sure. So either way, hopefully you're enjoying the series so far, and see how far we can make it next time. As long as we're learning the new enemies and the new patterns and whatnot, I feel we'll be doing pretty good altogether. But again, any sort of comments, any sort of improper stuff that I've said in terms of like in terms of when it comes to the games and skills and whatnot, anything you want to school me on, be sure to leave it in the comments and whatnot. That's full. I'm always looking to learn more about the game. Believe me, I feel I'm practically new to the game once again. So either way, guys, hopefully you're enjoying the series, and I'll catch you next time.